Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and it's time for Pick a Stack Wednesday, best day of the week. Today the sun is shining. It's supposed to be glorious here, like 49 degrees, which for Minnesota is awesome after winter's over. I kind of feel like I have to do almost not a weather update, but sort of like a space weather update maybe. We are into retrogrades. We've had major CMEs, coronal mass ejections. That's blobs of plasma being shot off from the sun. I don't know about you, but I can't sleep at night. I work till like 11:30 at night, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm tired. I got to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I can hardly keep my eyes open. And I go to bed and it's like, and now I'm wide awake. Yeah. Heart palpitations, tingly body. Everybody has different ways that their bodies and their consciousnesses react to all this. Just know that if you're experiencing, like, you can't go to sleep, your body's doing weird things, or you're craving certain foods, or you can't eat certain foods, headachy, body aches and pains in weird places, like all of a sudden you have a shooting pain in your knee and you've never had shooting pains in your knee. This is most likely from what's going on out there. We are getting upgraded. Our bodies and our consciousnesses. Remember, that's two separate things. This is Barbara's body, and then there's Barbara the consciousness. Same thing for everybody. Although some people don't have a consciousness. We call those non-playing characters. It's coming from out there. Do you need to go to the doctor for all this stuff? No, you really don't. Now, having said that, if you have issues, yeah, do what you got to do, okay? I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor because I just go look it up and it's like, oh, look at the Schumann resonance. It's off the charts. Big wall of red or black spikes. Okay, cool. All right. Then I go look at what Stefan Burns is talking about. He's on YouTube. He's awesome because he talks about everything that's going on out there and how it affects down here. He's a seismologist and cosmic weather guy. I love him. I watch him, I'd say almost every day, because he says it like it is. He doesn't talk down to us. But what goes on out there affects what goes on down here. So if there's something going on out there, there's going to be a tsunami over in this part of the world. There's going to be earthquake activity in this part of the world. We feel that. We're connected. Don't think you're not, okay? We're all connected to this stuff. So, you know, the saying, as above, so below. Well, what happens out there, we tend to feel in here, whether it's physically or in our consciousness. So I just needed to lead with that because there's people that ask me, especially lately, all the time, how come I'm feeling this? How come my body hurts? How come I can't sleep? It must be me. It's you reacting to what's going on out there, okay? So, patience, be kind to yourself, self-care, taking a nice long bath with Epsom salts and maybe some Himalayan pink salt or some Dead Sea salt, some baking soda, throw a little borax in there so you get your boron. These are all good things, okay? Drinking plenty of not just fluids, but water. I know, I'm guilty of this one. Coffee is not water. Energy drinks are not water. I don't drink either one of those. But lemon water is water. And that's what I'm drinking right now. Today's cup. All right. This is what we do here. We have 3 stacks or 3 decks. I want you to intuitively think of your issue, your question, whatever's going on, and I want you to intuitively think or ask your guides, which stack should I choose? Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. It can be 2 stacks, it can be all 3 stacks. You're the one that makes up the rules. I'm just a tool here, okay? I'm just a tool. When I do readings, I'm just a tool. When I do healings, I'm just a tool. I am just channeling the energies through me, okay? And you are in charge. We're starting off with the Lemurian Saint Germain crystal singing bell. This raises the frequency of me and you and the plants and the trees and the animals and the crystals and the cards and everything. And we need to have our frequency high to get through these times. If you start sinking down, do whatever you have to lift yourself back up. Okay, high frequency. That means playing with crystals, playing with puppies, children, grandchildren, little kids. They raise your frequency. Teenagers tend to lower your frequency. I'm sorry, but it's true. Unless you have a really special one. It's true. Because it's stressful. Stress is a low frequency. Do the things that aren't stressful, that bring you joy. Joy is a high frequency. Stress is a low frequency. This brings me joy right here, this singing bell. Raises my frequency. Also, the crystals I'm wearing. I got big ass moldavite. I've got this awesome quartz. I got my dragon. This is treated quartz, more quartz, more quartz. I won't even show you the other big ass moldavite I have on because I'm not digging it out. High frequencies, guys. All right. If you chose stack number 1, you're going to get a reading from the Lyrans. If you chose stack number 2, you're going to get a reading from the Elementals. I almost knocked my table over. If you chose stack number 3, you're going to get a reading from the Lemurians. Now, it's interesting because I don't choose the cards. My guides do. I don't choose the crystals. I don't choose the background. I just turn myself over because I'm a tool. And so today we have all 3 oracle decks, and all 3 are very non-human oriented. High frequency. Humans tend to be low frequency because we live down here. We don't live up here. So these guys are saying, we're going to help you raise your frequency because we live up here. How cool is that? All right. Ooh, I didn't bring any glasses. If you chose stack number 1, you're going to get a reading from the Lyran Oracle. This is one of my newest decks. And I'll tell you the crystal in a minute. Let's see. Let's turn you guys over. So my guides choose the crystals too. And these are all from my shop, so they're all available. It's funny because I literally turn myself over to my guides and then I just wander around my shop. And I'm like, okay, let me know when I'm close to one of the crystals you want. You know, what do you want for stack number 1? And I wander around until I feel like, okay, it's in this area. And then they show me. Same thing with the decks. I stand in front of all my decks and I just ask my spirit guides, what 3 decks do we need? And then after they choose the decks, then I bring them over to the table and I say, what order do you want them in? Okay, well, which one do you want? I also have conversations going on in my head the whole time while I'm doing the videos or when I'm doing readings. Okay, we'll do both. So in stack number 1, your stone is Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper. Sulfur is what helps give it its color. Some people say it's kind of like Cheetos. So sulfur gives it that Cheeto color. So this is going to resonate. Oh, excuse me. This is going to resonate here in the solar plexus. This is our energy center, our center of joy, self-worth, self-esteem. This is a really good stone for protection and for working on that self-worth, self-esteem area, and bringing joy to us. It can also work with the sacral chakra, which is one chakra below. That's our emotional center. So emotions aren't here. They're actually in the sacral. Which is why that's where especially women carry excess weight, because we use that as a shield to cover up our emotional center. So this can help clear blocked energy from your chakras, help with bringing forth creativity, bringing inspiration and intensity to whatever it is you're creating. So like, for example, I'm making sun catchers, and I'm making things with antlers. And so having bumblebee jasper in my work area is very beneficial. It's very healing and can help you manifest as well. Because again, it's working with the self-worth, self-esteem. So when we're manifesting, we have to know that we are worthy of whatever it is we're manifesting. And that's usually the biggest problem that people have is, I want this, but subconsciously I don't feel like I deserve it. So we got to get over that. Bumblebee jasper can help with that. Now, the first card that came out, which I thought, okay, this is the card, is card number 14, and it says resources. But then this card popped out and actually kind of jumped on top of this one. And this is the new beginning. So we're going to go with both of these because that's what my guide said. Sorry, I have somebody like buzzing in my ear and it tickles. So resources it's not just money. It can be things, stuff, people, time. But this card denotes that new resources are at hand, is what I just heard. New resources are at hand. So that means new resources are coming in. They're like right there, and they're waiting for us. They're waiting for a door to open. They're on the other side of the door. Okay. And then we get this card number 22. Oh, and resources is a 5. So card number 14, 1 + 4 is 5. 5 is all about change. Change is the new resources coming in. But then we get card number 22. 22 is a master number, and it's the new beginning. So this is kind of like an ace card. It's like the Fool card, in tarot. New beginning. Now, the fact that there's a masculine and a feminine lion here, Lyrans are very lion type beings, hence the lions. This is a balance of energy, masculine and feminine. But if you were asking about a relationship, this is there's a new beginning coming, and there's two beings coming together. I'm not going to say people. There's two beings coming together. Maybe you're asking, should I get this puppy? Yes, new beginning, new resources. New resources are at hand, new beginnings. So this is like a new beginning for you, and you're going to have all the resources that you need. I don't know what else you could ask for. Let's go with that. I'm going to claim that one. I usually claim all 3, but all right. That was stack number 1. On to stack number 2, a reading from the Elemental Oracle. pieces of paper in the back. We don't need the pieces of paper. Ooh, stack number 2. That one. Ha! Okay, you can't make this up. First of all, here's your stone. This, get my face out of there. This is fire quartz. Fire quartz, it's quartz. It's yummy quartz, high frequency, but it usually has a reddish, but not solid red, a reddish addition to it. And this looks like fire. If you were looking into a campfire, it's very fiery, hence the name, fire quartz. So this has kind of a feldspar type quality to it. Feldspar is where we get that flash. So the fire quartz can have a little flash to it, a little rainbowy flash. But it has that red. It has the fire. It's up here, high frequency, but it's fiery. It's passion. It's get her done. It's that energy. The amplification of the quartz, the whole quartz family is about amplification and protection, but now we've got that fire. This is going to resonate with the root and sacral chakras, which is grounding and emotional, but it's also up here. So you've got this balance, as above, so below, just like in stack number 1. So you've got this balance. You've got this fire, passion. One of these in your creative space would be great too, to bring the passion into whatever you're doing. In your job, which should be your joy, okay? Your job should always be your joy. If you're not working and enjoying it, you need a new job. That is your joy. This stone should be there because it's not just a reminder, it's giving off that energy of, yeah, let's do this and let's do it with gusto. On top of that, our card from the Elemental Oracle is volcanoes. That's why I said you can't make this up. I didn't pick the cards before the stones, okay? My guides picked the card while you were watching. This is card number 9. 9 is all about completions. And this says volcanoes and power. Look at that picture. A new you is being birthed out of a freaking volcano. And here's your stone to prove it. Up in the light. A new you is being birthed. All of us is being birthed. And those people that are resisting this are the ones that are having the hard time. Now, what's really funny, okay, the whole deck is over here, right? What's funny is I thought this was one card, but then when I set them down, they split. There's 2 cards here. And you know what the other card is? Fire. So if you chose stack number 2, you've got this fire quartz, you've got a card of fire, and you've got a volcano. Birth through purification and fire, you guys. Rebirth. We've got this gorgeous sun right here, bringing in all this plasma energy. Plasma, which is like fire. To me, it's like liquid fire. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Rebirth. Don't resist whatever's going on in your life. Embrace it. Know that it's creating a new you. Embrace it. Embrace the fire. Because fire purifies, it cleanses, and it creates anew. It's like those trees that are in a forest fire, that they've dropped their seeds, and the only way for those new trees to grow is through fire, because the seed pods have to be heated up so they can burst open to release the new seed. You're the new seed. If you're watching this, you're the new seed, and your new life is just about to be birthed. Don't resist it. I'm not resisting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my new life. I have no idea what it means. I feel it. Do you feel it? I do. I feel like the plasma energy is sending us what we need to upgrade, to be reborn. I feel like the planetary alignment is doing the same thing. All the celestial bodies out there, all our spirit guides and ancestors, they're all like, oh my gosh, it's like they're having a big party. And it's a surprise party for us. But we're not at the door yet. We're like walking up the sidewalk. And they're all on the other side of the door, and they're going to go, surprise, and we're going to be reborn into something amazing. Whatever that means for you, whatever it means for me, it's different for everybody. Maybe you're going to be a healer. Maybe I'm going to travel. Who knows? I don't know right now. But this is saying we are being reborn, and it's glorious. I claim that one too. Wow. Cool. It's a good day. It is a good day. We've got the partial solar eclipse coming also on the 29th. We're in the midst of, anytime you have a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, that middle part is like kind of crazy energetically. It has been. And I was talking about having a hard time going to sleep at night. I can fall asleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like that, sitting upright at my computer in the middle of a spreadsheet. I can be out, like power nap. But I go to bed, nope, because I'm not supposed to be sleeping then. All right, if you chose stack number 3, you're going to get a reading from the Lemurians. All right, Lemurians, what do you have to say? We had 2 cards in stack 1, 2 cards in stack 2. I didn't even know we had 2 cards in stack 2. That was kind of weird. This is 1. All right, if you chose stack number 3, your stone is pink calcite, and it's in the shape of a heart. It's actually more pink than the camera is showing, but I've got the light behind me, so. Pink calcite. Calcite's awesome for anything calcium related in our bodies, physically. So that means hair, teeth, nails, bones, all of that stuff. It's also good for long distance work. So if you're a healer and you're doing long distance healings or readings, calcite's really good to have with you while you're working. Pink calcite resonates with the heart chakra. So it's about love, and that can be family love, it can be platonic love, it can be intimate love, love of the environment, the planet, crystals and plants. I mean, anything. Love of trees. The pink calcite can help with learning disabilities. It can help with increasing memory. My hair is really staticky and dry, so it's like sticking to my face, sorry. So it can also help with removing low frequency energy from a space or a person or animals. Wherever there's low frequency energy, you know, like if there's a part of your home that doesn't feel like it feels heavy, you would want to put one of these there to help lift it up. Selenite would be great to absorb that energy, or, you know, a black tourmaline, shungite, something like that. But then maybe pink calcite to lift it up, to transmute that energy, to bring in some good. Can help people be more generous. I'm not saying you should do this, but you know, if your roommate, your spouse, your coworker is kind of stingy, yeah, stick one of these under their chair. Hide it in a corner where they work or where they sleep or whatever. Just saying, you know. Yeah. The Lemurians. Card number 56. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 is a master number. Number of spirituality. The card of vulnerability. The card of vulnerability. And look at these two crystal points here. They make an 11. And it's beautiful. Dragon. You know me. I love my dragons. This is, I believe, the very last card in this deck. So it is a card of completion based on that. But also, this message is all about us holding space, holding sacred space for ourselves, for our physical bodies, our consciousness, but also for others. So for example, my shop, this is me holding sacred space for anyone that needs it. I call this a sanctuary. Yeah, it's a retail store, but it's also a sanctuary where people can come. I mean, we have this area here where you can sit on the couch, you can take a nap, you can meditate, you can chat with people, you can just get away from that outside world. In here, I'm holding sacred space. I've done this at different retreats where I hold the sacred space for part of the event that's going on. It's one of the things that I do, and I enjoy doing it. We need to be holding sacred space for ourselves, for our families, for where we work, which is a job that is our joy. We need to hold sacred space for Mother Earth, for Father Sky, Grandfather Sun, and Grandmother Moon. We need to hold sacred space for the animals and the plants and the trees. Whatever resonates with you, we need to hold sacred space. Maybe it's the fairies. Maybe you resonate with fairies and you have fairy gardens. Sweet. You're literally holding sacred space for the fairies. You're giving them a place to be that is safe for them. And we can do that in a 3D way, and we can do that in a higher dimensional way. You're probably already doing it. If you're watching my videos, you know, the people that watch my videos aren't low frequency people. You're probably already holding sacred space, and maybe you don't even know it. This is also talking about truth. Like when we show our vulnerabilities, we're showing our truth. We're living our truth. So I started doing this however many years ago that I started doing YouTube videos. I've been raw and real on my videos, and I just, you know, have gotten to the point where it's like, I can't even lie. I can't, because I live my truth. And, a few weeks ago, somebody had an offer for me, and they started out with, you can say no if you want to. And I was like, I don't need your permission to say no. If I don't want to do this, I'm going to say no. And that's somebody living their truth. I'm not going to say, yeah, I'll go to that with you just to make you feel better. Because if I don't want to go, I'm not going to go. I am not a people pleaser anymore. I lived my whole life being a people pleaser. I don't do that anymore. If I don't want to go, I'm not going to go. If I don't want to do that thing, I'm not going to do that thing. I'm not going to do it just to make somebody else happy. So, and I don't apologize, because that's how we're all supposed to be. That's living our truth. Saying no, period, whole sentence, is okay. That's living your truth. You don't have to come up with a reason. I used to do that. I came up, I got to come up with a reason why I don't want to do that because I don't want to hurt their feelings. No. No is a complete sentence. You don't need a reason. If I don't want to do it, I can just say no. Living my truth. That's what this card is all about. And living my truth from my heart. Okay? We all need to be living our truth from the heart. And if we all did that, we'd all get along so much better. If I just say, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to be a people pleaser. Okay, you know what? We come up with all this stuff in our heads, like, oh, I got to come up with these reasons, and oh, this person's going to feel bad, and oh, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do it. Just say no. End of discussion. You don't need anything else. Just no. But that vulnerability, we're scared of that. That's down here. That's sacral chakra. It's root. It's sacral. It's solar plexus. I don't want somebody else to feel bad. You know what? If somebody else feels bad, that's on them. It is not on you. You need to fill your cup. They need to fill their cup. We are each responsible for ourselves. The only other beings that we are responsible for is if we have pets and small children. Okay? You are not responsible for the feelings of everybody else. And that was for somebody very specific. That was stack number 3. The Lemurians live in love. And they want us to live in love. And when we live in love, we give love. But how others take it is on them. Okay? I send love to everybody. I send love to my ex-husbands. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I send love to them. Neither one of them is going to receive it. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. I sent it, and that's good for me. It doesn't matter how they receive it, if they receive it, what they do with it. What matters is that you sent it. I love you guys. I send you all lots of love. You're the reason I do this. So I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, all good things. Because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve them. Mwah. See you next week.